Hey, this is Carla from the Butcher Babies.
This is George Cortland Fisher from Ken McCord.
Hey, this is Rex from Kill Devil Hill. It's Wednesday 13. This is Dad from Devil Driving.
This is Motorist from War. You're listening to RABID NOISE
on RABID Radio.
Turn it up.
Welcome back to RABID NOISE on RABID Radio. That was Cutting Teeth by The Haunted, who will be touring with Insomnium in May. And here to talk about the tour and all things The Haunted is guitarist Ola Englund. How's it going tonight, man?
I'm fine, man. How are you?
I'm excellent, thanks, dude. There are so many fans down here that are excited to see the return of The Haunted on our shores. And while the band have toured here before, this is your first time with them, is that right?
Yes, first time in Australia for me overall. So that's, I'm very excited.
Oh, awesome, man. You know, you joined The Haunted in 2013. How far into the writing of Exit Wounds was it when you joined, or were you there from the start of the recording?
Actually, I kind of unofficially joined in 2012. But, I mean, the announcement wasn't made until 2013. So, I mean, I was with them from scratch, basically, for the new album. Jensen, when he called me and asked me to join, he was really, he really made it clear that he just didn't want me to fill in or replace Anders, who quit the band 1 year earlier. He wanted me to really contribute to the writing and make a new kind of dynamic sounding Haunted. So, I mean, we start off from scratch. And I've been a very big part of the writing process, so I'm very happy about that.
Yeah, it's a killer album, dude, and you can definitely hear, you know, your signature sound in there too, which is awesome. So, being that this is sort of like a fresh start with the band in a way, are you playing some older material or just focusing on the Exit Wounds stuff?
For the live shows, I mean, we're playing like a best of, really. I mean, it's not that only because Marco is back that we're playing the Marco albums. I mean, we're doing it all. We want to please the fans, so we play the songs that needs to be played, as well as, of course, a couple from the new album.
Awesome, man. It's going to be such a great tour. You, of course, are, you know, pretty well known for your work outside of The Haunted, you know, with your band Feared. What's the status of that band at the moment?
Right now, actually, just yesterday, I sent out the album to the publisher. So, I mean, it's done. We're just waiting for confirmation, and then we can start do the press releasing and start the pre-ordering. And I have a bunch of awesome music videos we have 2 music videos coming up before the release, actually. So, yeah, it's exciting. I'm very happy that it's finally over, that I can finally rest out. As I told you earlier, right now I'm just having downtime sitting playing video games just to, that's a big sigh of relief, really.
You got to do it, man. Got to take some downtime, as we were saying. But
Yep.
When can we expect it? When's it going to drop?
The exact release date hasn't been announced, but it's probably around May. So somewhere around the Haunted tour or just after the tour.
Man, that's exciting stuff. Well, we're going to go to the Feared track, Possess, now, and we'll be back very soon with Ola Englund. Welcome back to the show. We are talking to Ola Englund from The Haunted and Feared. Now, you've also have a very successful YouTube channel where, you know, you review gear and things like that. Have you found that since starting that, you get sent heaps of free gear?
Well, I mean, it's when I started out. I started out as a fan of gear, really, and I mean, all the stuff, the videos I did was of my own gear and borrowed gear. But I mean, as soon as the brand saw that I got a fair bit of attention online and on social media, they started sending me out stuff just to test, really, and so I definitely got a fair share of free stuff, but I mean, it's not really free. I've been marketing them with my videos and all that. So I mean, it's still the business, you know, exchanging of favors and stuff like that. So I mean, I don't see them as free gear. I've promoted the gear, really. So
yeah, but there's nothing like, you know, having a package arrive in the mail and, you know, opening it up to see what it is.
Yeah, I know the feeling. At first, I was really excited every time. Now it's like, holy shit, okay, I'm out of the box. I need to put in the living room, and my wife gets pissed, and it's it's not as exciting as before, but I still love gear, so it's yeah, you have to balance that. I mean, once I think I had 8 4x12 guitar cabinets in my living room, and my wife was going crazy. And yeah, I'm trying to balance it out a bit now, so it's not just so our home isn't just a big pile of gear.
That's awesome. That's like my wife, but I collect action figures. So she's
okay, yeah, you got the same kind of problems.
Yeah, that's it. She's like another box of Transformers. It's like, yeah, I guess.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, I love it, man. I'm all about it. Well, what's the best and worst thing that you've received in the mail to review?
Best thing, it's hard to say, but I mean, just recently I did a couple of videos for Mesa Boogie, and I'm a big Mesa Boogie fan. So, I mean, that was a great success. They had a small Mesa Boogie Mark V mini amplifier. That was really cool. I really enjoyed that. And the worst thing, I mean, it's, yeah, I think I got cables from Asia or something like that were supposed to be awesome, but they sounded like shit. I mean, it's stuff like that happens all the time. I get sent like small merch or stuff like that that's like unusable. It happens, but I mean, not too often.
Well, that's good. That's good. I guess you got to have the good with the bad sometimes, but I guess it would take time just going through it all, you know.
But I mean, people are still aware that, I mean, if they put out a bad product today, it's going to get, it's going to get the media attention, at least the social media attention. I mean, if you're not putting up good product, you're going to get hacked by forums and shit like that. So I mean, it's, I think brands have stepped up their game, really, in that sense.
That's awesome, man. Well, you know, I know a lot of shredders who would love to see you do a guitar clinic down here. Any chance of doing that while you're here or in the near future for a return visit?
Yes. I mean, we would probably not do it at this time, but I mean, strategically, we need to have products and stuff like that. But I mean, we have been talking about, I've been actually pretty close before to go to Australia just for clinics, so we would probably have, just not on the Haunted tour. And I would love to go there just to do that.
Oh, man, it's so good to see because, yeah, there's a lot of dudes down here that would love to just, you know, pick your brains about playing and everything like that, which is awesome, man. Well, some good friends of mine, a band called In Death, are opening for you guys in Brisbane. Have you heard of them before, or do you usually try to check out some of the local bands before they open for you?
I do, but right now I haven't had a chance to check them out. I will probably do it just before going down there. But I've heard of the band, though, but I can't say how they sound. But, yeah, I usually actually really check out the opening bands when we are on tour, because I'm still, you know, for me, touring isn't really a job. It's more like a vacation for me because I haven't been doing it for 10 or 20 years like the other guys have done. So I'm really taking it all in and just getting a good vibe from it all. I really like supporting and checking out the opening bands because I'm still I'm a metal fan. I just like metal, so I just like to check out whatever there is, really.
Oh, man, you'll love those guys. They're one of our best bands up here in Queensland.
Oh, cool.
They're amazing, man.
I'm looking forward to it then.
Yeah, it's going to be great, man. Well, what's next for you guys after the tour down here?
After that tour, we're going to do all the summer festivals in Europe, and we're actually also writing a fair bit of songs for a new album already. So, it's going to be a lot of writing and touring on, festival touring.
And can we see Feared down here at some point?
Well, I don't know. I mean, at this point, it's kind of hard because for me, I really need to see if I could make some money out of it. I mean, I would love to go on tour with Fear, but at the point where Fear is, I don't think it would make sense to come down and play. But for me, going down, for like you said, with clinics and play Feared songs, that's a lot. I mean, that makes more sense for me right now. Hopefully with this album, we can actually start, because Feared has always been like, yeah, we did a couple of tours and shows back when we started, but after that, it hasn't really been. It's so hard for new artists to just go out and be seen or heard. I mean, it's the market's so saturated. So I can't really see Feared right now as a touring band, but I mean, we need to make our name bigger first. And of course, maybe also find like a good opening slot for a better band. But I'm always considering it and looking for options, and whenever I have a chance, I will take it. But my main focus with touring right now is with the Haunted and my own clinics.
Awesome, man. Well, hopefully we'll see you come down for a clinic and, lay down the track with Feared as well and return with the Haunted, and I hope you guys have an absolute blast. Well, we're going to go to the track Temptation from Exit Wound now. Thanks so much for hanging with us tonight, man, and we'll see you in Brisbane on the 14th of May at the Hi-Fi.
I will see you there. Have a good night.